Oh yeah, yeah. The breeze with the mind, treasure from the beats. Oh, it's been a long time coming. Oh, one time, still not say. Mambo chick, not the rock, but take it back. Oh, taking beats and talking jump. We all the family, me we follow the plan of peace, love, and harmony. All we need, not for living unity. Forgive and forget, let we not go regret. You think they wake it happy anytime we fret. Boss, knocking bando begin. Always do your best, not for hot you can be. Ring, are you ready for the ring? Make a call, let we talk, real talk. Oh yeah, hello. I can't think out, make we talk, real talk. Oh nah. I make you think out, let we talk, some real talk. Oh yeah. So you think come, yeah, for real talk. Oh yeah. Vanity, all not vanity, but that's going to stop pulling down and keep plenty. The other one, properly body, waiting catch the other one from the talk. Now it's a beat. If you not like your reality, change your mentality. No fussing and fighting security. All you never tight, but keep up out of sight. In your darkest night, now ain't gonna be your light. Real talk. Oh yeah, hello. I can't think out, make no talk. Real talk. Oh nah. I make you think out, let me talk. Some real talk. Oh yeah. So you think come, yeah, for real talk. Oh yeah. I'll follow. Hello. Famble them na kushe kabo and it's every day on this beautiful day. Yeah, today na sunny, today na free tone. Thank you for the weather. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for the sunshine. And so the bring real talk come to you today. August 30. I go the year they go so. Just like yesterday, will be the Allah and sing and dance Happy New Year, me not die. Well, some man don't die, some man still be alive, and we privilege for the alive. So we for thank you for life because nobody no guarantee, God no guarantee tomorrow. So when you tell we see tomorrow, wait tomorrow don't become today. Today will become yesterday. We for thank you because it's very important. So yeah, this now we are talking to come to you as you know. We Sonne Multimedia agency they push the power and Lyrikal Priest Foundation join now with initiative of being come to you. As we can always say, we are talk they bring open and honest conversation to you. Everything is civil union. We go give reason for think, process a lot of things about ourselves, the way how they think, the way how they do things, and see how we can make the change that we so desire. Because as we can say, the change and they begin with we, begin with we. Today, I want to talk about something very important every week. Whatever I will say is important. We're going to talk about the principles of self-government. We'll talk say if we know for govern ourselves, we can never govern anybody else. So today we want to talk about emotions under the principles of self-government. Emotions now something where everybody gets. Even as long as person get life, you get emotions. Make a put on everything. As long as you get life, you get emotions. And that emotion and then God puts them there. They can be good servants But if we not manage them well, they can be bad masters. Okay, so I can like for define words, but the definition for emotions get for do with some big word them. We are not going for begin to talk out, so I begin to try for break and break and break and. So I dey put emotions in a way we hopefully we go understand. No call emotion like a fire. No say emotion like a fire assassin, like a fire. That thing where they push you, that thing where they give you energy first. The other word is that energy. Where they give you energy. Um that emotions, okay? When motorcar starts, when they turn the key at the ignition, it creates fire, it is spark. That fire they make the motorcar move. Same way so, before plane take off or fly, fire, rocket before it shoot up, go to space. Well, most of we don't see on video, on television. Fire. Where they cook, a fire. Even the electricity, the lights, we call them earths and a saloon. Na fire. That fire they run through the cable, the energy, na fire, na power. So emotions are something very powerful. And we get different type of emotions. Okay, the person they cry, na emotion they express. They cry when the person they cry, they tell you so the person is sad and not happy. The person vex, anger, na an emotion. The person glad, it is jolly, it is laugh, it is crack jokes. That's my emotions, happiness, joyfulness. Sorry, my emotions. Um, of course, when person moody, again, my emotions. So get various kinds of emotions. Where, as I say, once you get life, that thing they inside you. Emotions by themselves, they're not bad. In fact, then they're neutral, meaning you know good, you know bad. Like a fire. Fire no good, you know bad. Now what you use them for do, that ain't go determine whether now what you use them for do, that ain't go determine the state of the fire, the work of the fire. So if you scratch matches for light stove, light coal pot, light fireside, coal, I mean wood na fireside for cook, that's a good thing. But if somebody take the same matches, scratch them, throw them for burn hose, same fire, that's a bad thing because I'm asking. So fire by itself na nothing in neutral. Now what do you use them for do? Now it can be wrong or right. That's the same thing with emotions then. By themselves, they're neutral. They're not good, they're not bad. Now how we manage them, now they make we good or bad. Not to the emotions, so now we they manage them. So um we get for learn for control emotions. The same way our person will control fire. Remember, say all time we're talking about, so say the way how we they think, and they make what they behave, the way how they behave, the way how they behave, um, it become habits, good or bad. We habits, and they make up with character, and with character they determine with destination, also with the end up. That make it very important that we guard how we think. The same thing with emotions. The emotions can flare up. You can become angry, you can become sad, you can become joyful, happy, based on what you hearing and how you process what you hearing. That's why, as best as possible, try to avoid anything we get for do with Congo Sab can go bring can, because one big man will be leave Skadi. at this world. It say take time waiting you hear it. Same way so take time how you hear it. You see, waiting you hear it and how you hear it, waiting you hear it is very important. You understand? So we all get the responsibility for God for protect our emotions. We therefore protect them. Because if we not protect our emotions, they will allow them for us to run wild. Ah, a bad thing. You see the stick with the fire analogy. If you allow fire for us to run wild, it will buckle thing, it will one place. It's the same to emotion. So with behavior directly they be influenced by our emotions. Again, that make it very important that you guard them, protect the way your emotions, that energy within inside you, that fire within inside you, not literal fire now, that thing way you that push. Look for me angry for vex or to bad thing. But wait till you do you vex, and not a bad thing. If you don't manage the anger, if you don't manage that vexation, you can even kill. You see, that you vex, they show say you're not happy with something. So how you convert that vexation to something where you go profits not only you, but even the one that around you and by extension society and community. Very important. So you see picking and come out school, so make them go na host to them parents them, then they put the ball on the street, for example. It make you vex. That anger they that vexation they not for push you for go begin beat people picking them. What you for do, what I will advise you for do, or what will be advisable for do, talk to them. Say, hey, go to school. I mean, go home, wake up on school, go na house. You and a mama, you and a papa, you get picking where you think say tranga is, or where literally, yes, the picking tranga is. And they make you vex all the time. That vex where you vex, not for make you open your mouth, cause that picking, cause that picking bad cause. Not for make you swear that picking. You see, you get right for vex, but also as a parent, you get a responsibility for God, what you say over your picking. Because of the authority you get over the picking, anything where you say, it can't to pass. Maybe not to now, but later. So then mama and papa were for telling the picking, hey, you not go better, hey, you go anarchy. You get for stop. Because you create the picking in future by that ready. In the future, when the picking go up, enough better, you begin saying a rich man, to rich man, you be don't swear because you allow you fire for run wild, you allow your anger for run wild, you allow your emotions for you for override you. Brother and sister, fumble them. They can say fumble tick the bend, but another broke. They can also say teeth and tongue the jam. When are two. But when emotions then come, will allow them for run wild, fet the kind side. I did chuk the kind side. I mean, all kinds of the kind side. People they end up going to jail. People they end up going to hospital, spend more money. Why? Because we don't manage our emotions well. So you see, that energy they were the inside. We get for land for manager. It inside there, we not get for away from them. It's there. We they live with them. We they carry and go any side we they go. But you get a responsibility for manager. Everything we see, we hear, we taste, we smell, it affects our emotions. And again, remember, say, when you vex, not a bad thing, you're not wrong for vex. But wait till you do when you vex. Oh, yes, none of the bad thing. Emotions are like a fire. A neutral, a not good, a not bad. Now, what you do with them? So we get for learn for rule with emotions. We get for learn for manage with emotions. We get for learn for discipline with self, discipline with emotions. And that's something where you dey learn for do. You did not say you the discipline emotion where you hear somebody talk bad thing about you, we not to do, then you still maintain. And now with these days with social media, when something happen, people in quick the long one at Facebook. Oh, all kind of thing now. Go costly. Man and woman go just pull their secrets, commodity, scatter naked picture of the person. All kind of thing. Whether go the cost or make us here. You see, all of these things, it just shows one of the manage the emotions. That's signs for sure. One of the manage the emotions. After you don't expose yourself that way, after you don't cause all the bad cause, after you don't take this person when I begin private time, you expose the text message, you expose the picture they want to share in private. When you don't belful now, you don't satisfy your emotions, all done. You come to your senses, how you they feel, you the shame, you don't destroy life forever. Because those photos, those messages, people don't see them. You never for withdraw them again. And so, man, when I submit the person, you don't create a negative image about the person to people. So the next time they see that person, they wow, and nakedness in the scene. What to do? Because you don't manage your emotions. What it do so much, man? You never remember say when we don't share good times together. Me, I begin for land that thing. No matter what people do you, no matter what person do you. Remember, say, just remember that one good thing you don't ever do in your life. Let you calm down. Just remember the one good thing you do. Just that one good thing. If you remember you just save a lot. What do people not understand with this social media thing when it comes to emotions? That person where you go is graceful. You get mama, you get papa, you get pikin, you get brother, you get family. You get friends them, you get people that will not sabi and no one they meet them, but they just like them. So when you don't cause them, you don't expose his secrets in public. All the one that will connect to them, you don't affect the all. And tomorrow now, you want one project for sign. The post way for sign and the post way connect to the post way don't expose, we don't disgrace, we don't embarrass, we don't molest. You lost the contract, big money contract. Like you say, fine money, nobody can say fine money. Fine money now you lost, so fine money, you need to do because you don't manage your emotions. You know, we got for land that one day. Even on the job, even in your workplace, your boss will do something we go make you vex, but learn for manage. Until then they just tell yourself, okay, I need to say nothing. You see, when you learn for be quiet, no rush for talk. No rush for talk when something happen. That's how you manage your emotions. No rush for talk. Because that time when you vex, that time when you maybe you focus on rap. Most times, anything you say or do, it'll be wrong. It'll be totally wrong. So that time when you vex, we keep quiet, not say anything. Same way, so that's how you got it too much. Don't make promise. When you vex, not talk, you go regret them. When you got it too much back, not promise anybody. Because you go talk until you know me, because those emotions and they come and they go. After you all thing don't die down. When I vex you, vex my glad you glad the all thing don't die down. When you way all those things don't go. You're in the right mind now, state of mind for make decisions. Or make utterances for talk. Because Bokutenene, when this thing, this energy, this fire, they burn inside, we're not able to control them, will they spoil so many things. You never hear about the nuclear energy. Now you talk about intercontinental ballistic missile. For example, with the war with the gun Ukraine, Russia and Ukraine, America, Europe, the all man they try for pressure Russia, but all man they exercise restraint, all man they take time for manage what they say. Some man they even go to the extent as to not for offend Russia. Not because they afraid Russia so much. Russia gets intercontinental ballistic missile. If they press one button, the one no world they be affected. So all man they manage the emotions. They talk, now so they life they husband and wife, another learn for managing their emotions. Business partners, another for learn for managing their emotions. Because if you don't manage, look at the bigger picture. Because if you don't look at the bigger picture, you allow your emotions for spoil the moments where they affect the bigger picture. So suddenly you get for swell out, but what's in now? So because you're full or stupid, or because of what you see at the end of the day. When you don't address the bigger picture, like in Canada, can't address that issue there. That's until we get for land for if we land for that one day, society will be a better place. Because but putting where they're going wrong that as a result of mismanaged or unmanaged emotions. We just left ourselves, like wildfire, no control. Some people where they vex saying, for the near them, you wonder, no control, no control. We don't please yourself, don't we don't bed fool. They begin shame by himself. You don't need to do that one day. You don't follow that one. Now, I want you quickly benefits of emotions. As I say, like a fire. A good servant can also be a very bad master. When you learn for quiet down before you talk, whether you're happy or sad or vex, what you happy for do? You happy for choose what you do, where are you they reply to people. And it also make the swing in mood swings. I'm looking for your lessons. So tell them when you hear something for the very first time, even a text, if somebody texts you, read them for the very first time. Sometimes that first way you read, they understand what the person say. So you get to read that over and over again. Because if you're busy to do something, then text kind of your phone, because your mind be don't preoccupied by something or in something, you literally not disengage it. Don't put your mind come up and what you be think of it. That you can't take this phone, you read what the person say. Whether good or bad, you can misunderstand them. Make it happen to me. You can get for read them over and over. Hmm? Then if you not understand what the person say, not assume. If even as something will make you vex, will offend you, not just talk and try to understand maybe what the person mean, not so you understand that. Ask them, I see you send this now, what do you mean? Because I misunderstand the process. So if somebody don't send you text message, maybe they don't get charmed somewhere along the line, they send you some text message, you just you like you say break. You blast, gunshots. At the end of the day, for me, the person say, hey, but not to that type of mean. You see the embarrassment. So before you go through all that embarrassment thing, it's always good for calm down, listen, and ask questions. What do you mean? Very important. So it make you get time for choose your responses, and it make you not get mood swing, bad attitude. Of course, it also where you manage your emotions, it also make you get best practices. Could how they put best practices? It will make you think right. When you manage it, make you think right. Because remember, say anything where you say, it come back by you, come back to you. Then could Mamina can say, who that two away asses, now assist the father. I mean say, when you get the ashes, you go to away. Remember, say when you turn your back, brings the blow and back come to you. So be very careful with the words you say. Be very careful the kind attitude you give to people. Be very careful how you treat people. Because the way how you treat people, you simply the sow seed for make people treat you the same way how you treat people. So if you treat somebody bad, That person they might not turn and give you deliberately or indeliberately, but somebody else who you know one day sabi, then you can give you that negative attitude to the boku one. That's what life turn. The principle of sowing and reaping. So you know how for sow negative emotions, because if you sow negative emotions, if you give out negative energy, believe you me, the universe they get that, and when they throw them back at you, it's 100-fold. That's life's principle. So you know one day, sometimes it will come across like say, you see, when you're calm, it not mean say you're weak. It actually say you're strong. People that were level-headed, any rush for talk, and they process things. That's not a sign of strength, not a show of strength. So manage your emotions will help you do that one day. It also help you for avoid manipulation. I mean, you think about manipulation too much now around all over. When you manage your emotions and treat people well, what's happen? Then they trust you and they respect you. Look, all man get conscience. When somebody treats you bad, they know say they don't treat you bad. Then naturally, the first reaction for me you self treat them bad. But if you they manage your emotions very well, you calm down, you not treat them bad in return, they respect you for that. You're not go talk up. Sometimes they're not go talk up. So get this. Not allow anybody to reduce you to the level because of the way they treat you. You always do it incorrect. Even when they treat you wrong or wrongly, even when they treat you bad, you treat them right because that's who you are. You see, and they treat you that way because that's what they enter. Possibly Congo sorry because that's what enter. Not Congo sorry, it not make it reduce you to a level. Not do what? You treat them right or rightly because that's who you are. Then they talk back because that's what they enter. When you get issue, you meet people to their face, you not talk about them. That's who you are. But not when you talk very back, you say go talk behind back. These people are cowards. People who do these things, they are cowards. They're cowards to behave that way. Because if you're a man or woman enough, you meet like an adults, let's talk. Hey, I hear you talk so about me. Can we talk about them? Such love. But if you're not gonna mind talk front you, the person a coward. Don't be a coward like that individual. Confront them. Once you confront, I'm not say go cause, go fight. Meet them like an adult. That's the way you meet. I do these things. I learn to do this. That's the way you meet people and talk to them and say, I hear so and so and so. I don't understand. Let's settle up. If I wrong you, fine. Make I understand what I go wrong. I apologize. Dust it off and move on. You understand? Because you don't have to allow anybody for bring you come to the level. At this short talk with the bring them to you today, I want you to take them, think them over and over, think them through. Manage your emotions. Remember, I say emotions are like a fire. It's not good, it's not bad. It's neutral. Now, what you use them for do, or what you do with them, then go determine whether it's good or bad. Go scrap matches, light fire, stove, coal pot, firewood, cook. Beautiful thing. Same way so, go crack matches, burn one on hose. When the car starts, na fire will make it move. Before the plane fly, na fire. Before the rockets go up, na fire. That's the same thing with the emotions. The emotions na energy, na power, na fire. By themselves, they're not right, they're not wrong, they're not good, they're not bad. Now wait till we do with them. So my encouragement to you is this: manage this fire by your strength if you use them rightly. This will bring up to you today the principle of self-governance, emotions. We Sonne Multimedia Technology Power come to you. Same as so Lyrikal Praise Foundation join in with initiative for bringing come to you. So we'll meet again next week for another real talk on another principle of self-government. My name is Jonathan Thorpe, and I said to you, bye-bye. Many thanks to the team. We join in for bringing this come to you, the technical team, and all the one that we put on together to make this come to you. Thank you so much. God bless you. We'll meet again, same time, next week. Bye-bye. God bless you.
time coming. One time stand and say, Mambo chick not the broke but take it bang. Take it beat and talk it jump. We all the family, we will follow the plan of peace, love, and harmony. All we need not for living unity. Forgive and forget, let we not go regret. You think they wake it happy anytime we fret. But knocking bando begin. Always do your best, not for hot you can be. Ring, are you ready for the ring? Make you call, let we talk, real talk. Oh yeah, hello. I start to down, make we talk, real talk. Oh nah. Make you think, let we talk, some real talk. Oh yeah. So you think, come, yeah, for real talk. Oh yeah. Vanity, all not vanity, but that's gonna go stop pulling down and get plenty. The other one, properly body, waiting catch the other one for the talk. Now it's a beat, if you not like your reality, change your mentality, no fussing and fighting security. All you never tight, but keep up out of sight. In your darkest night, now ain't gonna be your light. Real talk, oh yeah, hello. I start to down, make no talk, real talk, oh nah. I make you think, let me talk, some real talk, oh yeah. So you think, come, yeah, for real talk, oh yeah.
I know you're follow.